Hi everyone, this is Yoshi. Today we're gonna make Sayori Sushi. Sayori is a Japanese halfbeak. It's a very traditional and expensive fish in Japan. It's a white fish and the taste is delicate and super good. Why don't you join with me? First, we'll take the fin of Sayori. Place a knife against the chopping board and release the fish with your other hand. You can use a towel or something if you rather. Next, we remove the scales from the body of the fish. A fish that has a lot of scales still on it means that it's more fresh. Moving on, we'll slice off the head, starting with a knife towards the tail end. Slice up towards the head of the fish and take the inside out. After that, use a knife to slice the inside the body of the fish to get everything that's still remaining. Finally, cut off the tail. Next, we'll clean out the fish. There might be some inside still sticky inside of its belly, so be sure to really get in there. The tool I'm using here is called a sasara, but it's totally fine to use a toothbrush or something like that. Pick the inside and clean out properly. It can get a bit smelly, so be sure to get all of it. Once it's been cleaned, use a towel to get the water out. The body of the fish still absorbs moisture, so it's not properly dried it out. It can get a little watery. Next, we'll get to slicing the fish. Insert the knife from the head of the fish. The body of the fish has a triangular shape to it, so hold your knife at about a 45-degree angle from the chopping board. Use your other hand here to hold it in place. We are not cutting all the way through the skin, just enough to open up. Insert the knife under the backbone, but still on top of the flesh. This cutting is more a pushing motion than a pulling one. Next, we'll slice off the bones from its belly. Try as best you can not to cut the flesh as it rivers with less to it. It's the reason the inside are black is to protect the inside from ultraviolet rays. As a quick tip, the head portion tends to have more bones. Using this tool, I'll get the small bone out of the body of the fish. The bones are really small and about the size of your eyelashes. When pulling the bone out, pull away from the head towards the tail. Sayori has a lot of bone and it can be hard to get all of them, so be sure to check for leftover bones. Now we're gonna salt the fish. We are salting the fish to get rid of excess water and smells from the fish, leaving only the taste sense for us to eat. In Japanese, this technique is called shiojime. Shiojime is an extremely important process and is a traditional skill used from before the Edo period. Deciding the amount of salt and how long to leave it for is a bit difficult. For me, I think about the size, the condition, and what temperature is like. For this one, I leave it for about 5 minutes and then clean it off with water. I'll clean it off with water usually 5 or 6 times. Then we put in a clean towel or some paper to get rid of the water. Be sure to change your chopping board to keep everything clean. Now we can get ready to make the sushi itself. First, we have to cut the sayori to the size of the sushi. We won't actually be eating the middle back part of the sayori, so we will be cut that off. The skin is pretty hard and can be eaten raw, so using the knife we remove it from the fish. It's pretty easy to get it off by pushing the knife against the chopping board. Sayori is generally in season from winter to spring. However, due to climate change, the sea level is rising, meaning that the season for sayori changes too. Cut the end off and slice it in 4 cuts about the size of your finger. For some extra flavor and authentic appeal, we will lightly cut into it like this. And that is for sushi prep. Finally, we will get into making the nigiri itself. Before making nigiri, we have to prepare wasabi and vinegar water as well. First, dip your hand into vinegar water. Wipe around to your left hand also. Take a small amount of rice and pick up a neta by your left hand. Put some wasabi on the top and just a little bit form it, and roll it over and form the side and touch the top, side and top. Repeat several times. Sayori has a beautiful silver shine to skin, and with that we made some lovely sushi. I'm finishing up making sushi with the sayori. Today I'm serving up this sushi raw, but there are a few other ways of preparing it. Some of my favorites are serving it with vinegar or with kombu. The way of preparing it is called konbujime. Depending on its size, the name for sayori changes as well. The smaller ones are just called sayori, but bigger ones are called kannuki. Kannuki is a more expensive fish than its sayori counterpart. Sayori has a long history and has been eaten in Japan since the Edo period, from the 1600s. Sayori is a beautiful fish and is also used as a gift in Japan. Today I use wasabi, but ginger, onion, or shiso also go well with sayori. Since there are so many ways to eat sayori sushi, I'd recommend you try them out for yourself. Whenever you're working with a fish, be sure to keep a clean workspace and keep everything hygienic. The board you cut on, the knife, the towels, and even the counter are extremely important parts of the process. Today I made a lot of sayori sushi, and I hope you had fun learning how to prepare this fish, and I hope it tastes for you as it tastes for me. Thank you for watching. Today we made a sayori nigiri. I think it's not just tasty, but also beautiful, right? I'm not sure you can get sayori in your country, but if you find it, give it a try. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. See you guys next time. Bye bye!